Hi everyone.
Hi everybody.
In today's video we are going to do a little test. So on these nails we used the CND Shellac XPress 5 top coat, and I don't think I have any videos kind of showing how this top coat removes, so we can show you today how that removes. And you know, CND kind of claims it's a 5-minute removal, and really it's not. It's a 5-minute soak, so it takes longer to actually wrap and do the actual removal process. So we're gonna see actually in this video how long it really takes to remove it. So we're gonna start it here, and then I'm gonna have a separate timer to actually time the actual soak. So we have foils and we have the awfully fast remover, and we're gonna not waste any time and start wrapping the nails. Let's do it. And we're not gonna use a heating pad because that's gonna kind of skew our results as well. And this was applied a week ago only, so it's not like 100% true test because the product takes longer to soak off
The longer you have it on,
your nails. So, but we'll see. So we're gonna wrap these, and I make sure that I soak the cotton thingy. And you know what? For the longest time, I still prefer to use pure acetone, and there was a reason for it, because this remover, the CND remover, has a little bit of oil, and it gets kind of slippery. Then the gloves get slippery, and then when I grab the electric file or whatever, it just kind of makes a little mess. And the oil in the remover doesn't really make it less drying. And Doug Schoon actually explains it. Like, it just kind of masks the dryness, but the acetone still works kind of, I don't know if I want to say it as harshly, but because it's not that harsh, but you know, it's still acetone. But we'll see. For the purpose of this video, we'll see how this works with the proper removal. And CND also recommends, as far as I know, to start timing once the last nail is wrapped.
Right.
Which is a little funny, because really, I would like to know the numbers or the time to use if I, let's say, had to soak off one nail from a client. Like, then what's the time, right? Like, it should be from timing from wrapping and from like beginning of the wrapping, not the yeah. Okay, so the last one, actually, as you can see, it lasted really well. Considering all the hand washing, the you know, alcohols, the everything. Okay, so this is all wrapped, and you know, as kind of predicted, this takes me about, I don't know, 2 minutes to wrap, right? So, okay, so now let's start the timer, this one, for 5 minutes, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay,
and we're
5
back.
minutes. So, let's see. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, oh, this was the 3 coats. Remember how we did the 3 coats of shellac?
Yes.
It's going to be a good test. And you know, sometimes when you see in those CND videos, like that super easy removal, is because they apply the product
and then they take it right off.
And they take it right off. It doesn't have really the chance to even bond, like really strong.
Yeah. Where this has been on for now a week.
Yeah, not even 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was 3 coats on this pinky, but the rest of the nails are 2 coats.
Yep.
So they tell you to kind of not scrape it, obviously. But you really have to rub it, because sometimes there's types, little pieces of base coat, and I'll show you, like here. So if you leave it, it's gonna go bumpy.
Oh.
Does not come off.
And just so everybody knows, the removal right now. It's not heavy-handed, it's very light.
Yeah, but it
Nothing's
should
really
come
being
off in like one
forced.
piece the way they recommended,
Right.
and it's not.
That's not happening. Why don't we
So
give
in
it
order
the
to
5
do that,
minutes?
sometimes you can when you do like a super thin coats, but not all the colors apply really well in super like thin coats, right? So you kind of have to, I don't want to say use a thick coat, but like use a good coat, right?
A thicker coat.
Well, not really thicker, but not like a super thin coat. Okay, so this is still not super clean. There's pieces here, but
On to the next.
you know, I'm disappointed actually.
I'm not
Like
surprised.
it's easy removal. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like that flakiness like the way they kind of say. Okay, I'm gonna rewrap this one because it's not. This also was applied a little bit thicker. If you remember from the video.
Which we'll leave a link to below if you haven't
I
seen
keep
it.
forgetting the links.
That's not good.
I know.
Yeah, see, these ones I've had less time.
What do you mean last time?
Well, like these, you started off with this one, correct?
Yeah, but now I'm removing it. Now it's kind of the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
because I'm working on the other
Correct.
ones.
Yeah. If you happen to like what you're seeing, hit that like button. Don't hit the dislike button.
We're getting some dislikes, by the way.
That's terrible.
Oh, whatever. It happens
Yeah.
in life. Not everybody is a fan. Okay, let's. Usually the thumbs are bigger kind of nails, so I find. Okay, so this is
They need
better.
a little more time.
So okay, this is better. That's interesting because it's the new color. Okay, but the other one was new as well. I thought maybe the new color. So you see, it's not coming off very clean.
No.
I still have the base coat on the nail now. Still there. Still there. Okay, I have to help it because this is not super easy. I'm gonna go over it with acetone after. Okay, this is also, like I could push it off, but I'm gonna rewrap it because, you know, that's what they recommend. If something is not coming off, rewrap it because you don't want to damage the nail. Okay, I was kind of expecting for this to come off better.
Ooh,
I know this is not good.
that looks like it needs a rewrap too.
Well, I use straight acetone here because the other one is kind of sliding in my hand.
What a beautiful day.
Okay, this is still not clean. I'm actually shocked because I was expecting better. I don't use the XPress 5 a lot, actually almost at all, to be honest with you guys, because I found that over light colors, when it kind of first came out, everybody jumped on it because it's like, wow, 5-minute removal, that's awesome. And I found some of the light colors discolored quite a bit. Like they kind of went dirty. And some clients experienced not such a good wear out of the top coat, so I just don't use it much. It's still not.
I was expecting this to happen.
Yeah, you were actually. You were right. Again, not very clean. So if you kind of go to apply another base coat without any buffing, I just find this is pure acetone. You're gonna have a hard time because it's bumpy. Like you really have to scrub it because there's like a residue that's stuck. I find honestly the acetone does a better job because you can see what's going on.
Those pads seem to do a better job too.
These ones, right? Because they have like a grit
to them, yeah.
Okay.
Because you can feel right away that it's just kind of grabbing onto the nail a lot nicer and
yes,
scrubbing
this
it.
was the Boheme with Deluxe. So Deluxe comes off a little bit better. Well, usually it comes off very good if you don't have the base coat. The base coat adds another layer of bond. Okay, I'm gonna go over all the nails again with it's almost like feels like a wet newspaper or something. Or like a wet toilet paper.
Wet toilet paper.
So I don't know if you guys are using the XPress 5 or
let us know what,
let us know what
your results are.
Yeah, what your experiences are. Because
yeah, we'd love to know.
Like this is just me or what? Can't be just me.
No.
There's still, probably you can see it on camera. There's still like pieces, like shiny pieces of the base coat. So I'm gonna grab another pad. So now we are at, how many minutes?
Almost 20 minutes. That to me seems far more realistic, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not a 5-minute removal.
No.
And I'm not trying to poo-poo on Shellac or CND.
No.
Like I really like them as a company, I really do.
But these are realistic numbers.
Yeah, so these are, because sometimes people are like, oh, that's great, 5-minute removal. So let's say if the manicure itself takes me 30 minutes with the application, then the removal 5, so it's gonna be like 45 minutes. So
they purchase it, they get home, they start having problems with it, they can't understand why they're not getting that 5-minute removal. Meanwhile, it's just not a realistic number in the first place.
Yeah, and they don't book their clients properly.
And then everything kind of goes wrong, and then it sits in the back shelf for the next.
Well, not really. It's just that way of, I think, selling product. It's
just not the best.
Yeah, I think it's just.
Be honest.
It's not a complete truth.
Because in order to achieve those numbers, it has to be under very specific controlled parameters.
No, but I can't it's not happening.
No, but I mean, if you just apply it and you just remove it immediately after, then
yeah,
okay,
and
but
if you
it's
have
within a very controlled environment, and just something that's not very, very realistic.
No, in a salon it's not happening.
No.
Because
Not
no
within a
client comes
salon
in with
setting,
one
yeah.
nail that was just applied. Okay, almost done here. Okay, so at this point I can say that it's decently removed. Decently, yeah, I mean there's still pieces, and that's why people sometimes buff shellac like this, because there's still little pieces left. Anyway, so
That's like 20 minutes now.
so here, yeah, 20 minutes, look. I find with the heating pad, with shellac, the other top coat, the regular top coat takes me about 23 minutes or something to remove. So is there a big difference? No. No, it's still gonna take you about 20 minutes to remove. Hey, it's a great removal, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's not a 5-minute removal.
No.
Anyway, so, hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.